What's up, you guys? This is Wallopin Web Snappers here. I'm here with my girlfriend this time.
Hey, what's up, guys?
We're gonna be fixing up this X-Men display. So basically, I'm gonna tear it down and restart from scratch, and I'm gonna show you guys kind of like step by step on how I go about fixing a complete shelf. So yeah, it's pretty fun. So we'll work on. This is what I had right now, but I wasn't very happy with it, and so I figured I can do more. And my girlfriend like helps me a lot too. She helped me with this one really well, and the MCU shelf we did. We use comics for our inspiration. So yeah, we're gonna tear this down and then kind of
Start from scratch.
all down from the shelf, completely cleared off, and now we have a clear template to start. So one thing that we'll probably start with are the main characters. We like to put like focus the middle of the shelf with the main characters or leaders of the team. So we'll probably start like with the core members of the X-Men.
Like Wolverine.
Yeah. Cyclops.
Yeah.
Probably Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
Those three for sure. Those are like the big three that we'll try to incorporate in. Oh, Phoenix too, but I've modded this one. So like I put the Black Widow head on her and switched the Black Widow head for the Phoenix head. So I just think this looks a little more like Jean Grey. So she's there with them. And we're also using hanger stands, which if you don't know how to make them, I'll leave a link to the YouTube channel that kind of like started this kind of trend in the bio. So I don't want to take credit for their creative work. And
I feel like Deadpool should be like closer to the front.
yeah, I definitely agree too. But I mean, most of these characters are the main X-Men. We have duplicates over here. Like I have another Deadpool, Wolverine, and Logan. But most of them are main characters and such. And so we'll get to work on setting these guys up and kind of show you how we do that with the group posing, which will be the focus of this video, is how to do group posing. So it's dynamic and they all like seem to be like popping out of a comic book cover per se. So we had an alternate idea here that instead of having like the two teams, we got Magneto here and Charles Xavier in the middle, because technically like they're like the Martin Luther King and Malcolm X of the X-Men, if that makes any sense. They're like kind of the leaders of the two different groups of X-Men. So we're gonna try this little setup out first and see kind of how it looks with these two in the middle, and we'll start out from there and see kind of how this pans out.
Okay, so we got Cyclops like this, and we're gonna make a custom ocular blast and have it up right there.
Yeah, so
coming out of his eyes.
So we're probably gonna have it like blasting upwards, kind of towards the sky. We don't, first right now, this is just the basic pose. It looks pretty basic, but like it should look pretty like intense and stuff when there's actual lasers coming out of his eyes.
As you can see, we put the foil back on because we both think the Magneto figure is kind of lame just by itself. So it kind of adds a little something. We also changed this up. We're deciding not to put Magneto and Charles Xavier in the middle. We're gonna put
the X-Men team.
Yeah. We're
gonna work and push, expand. So these guys are gonna be starting in the middle now instead. So we'll see. Kind of, we'll come back when we got some more figures up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So now we have a little more progress on this shelf here, and these are the poses that we got the figures into. Now this Jean Grey, since I don't really have a Phoenix effect, I just took some of the flame effects from the Ultimate Goblin figure and just threw them on her, and it looks pretty cool. So yeah, we have Wolverine kind of crouched out front. So like if there was like we don't space them out, it's like you keep them together so you get this kind of like good shot of them all together. And we're putting Deadpool up front because I don't know, I feel like we think that he's a pretty popular X-Men character, and I'm still working on that pose and it might change throughout this video, but that's kind of where we want him positioned. And yeah, this is our little update with this. So now we're gonna just put Iceman kind of like right here, there. So let's do that. We're just gonna use a hanger stand and stick him right up the butt and try to have him like leaning. This is a really good one, so I don't really have to worry about that too much there. You just gotta be patient with it sometimes, and I'll see how this kind of looks. And then
I like it there.
yeah, it's okay there.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like too offside or something.
No.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can move him over just a little. How's that? Even better.
I think now it's covering up Phoenix a little bit too much.
Okay. And you stretch his up. Crap. Yeah, this is gonna happen a lot. Goodbye. And he's falling as well, so. Is that pretty much it, more or less, or? And here she goes right there.
We weren't sure whether to have Deadpool crouching or standing, but I thought standing looked better.
Alright guys, so figures just kept falling, so I'm kind of like redoing stuff right now. So again, I'm still trying to keep Wolverine in the front, but I need more characters to be flying. And so I just keep moving figures around right now, and I'm just trying to see what works best. Phoenix stays in the back, and Cyclops is still gonna be there, and Wolverine's in the front, and Colossus is there. I'm just trying to get them to kind of to where I want. The next figure of focus is probably gonna be Iceman. I'm definitely gonna put him on a flight stand again, but like you guys said, he's kind of falling a lot. And he doesn't, my Iceman doesn't stand very well because his ankles are pretty bad. So like, I don't know, maybe I'll put him here or there again. So I'll be back with you guys once I kind of figure that out. So finally, this is how it turned out. We really kind of wanted to emphasize, like, show the cool like spikes on his back, because that was just kind of like unique, and it's kind of a boring figure overall. So he's kind of had his back kind of turned, reaching out, kind of like shooting some ice out, and it just gives it some more depth to the display, because then you have like one, like this layer, and then this layer, this. So layers is also a really big key component to these displays, I think. So that's something really important to keep in mind, is adding layers. So yeah. Okay, so now we're working on X-23, and I'm trying to figure out a way, because I want more flying figures kind of. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have her kind of like this. But I'm running into a problem because her wrist, or not wrist, but her arm isn't bending. It's like super stiff, and so I'm afraid it's gonna break. I don't know if you can see this. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out kind of what's wrong with this figure, because I kind of want the other arm to be like this, and then I'd have her kind of like, you know, coming at the camera like that. So maybe I'll figure out a way to incorporate it because I really don't want to break it. Kind of like this.
Yeah.
So I finally managed to fix the arm. I just kind of YOLO'd it. If I broke it, I was going to glue it, and it turns out that was a good idea. So that's kind of, it looks cool to me, and that's going to stick there. I kind of threw Professor X just kind of right here by Beast. And so far, it looks good. He's just kind of a guy in a wheelchair, but he's kind of necessary on this display. So
X23 looks good there, I think.
I think next is either going to be Deadpool or Kitty Pryde.
So we just posed Kitty Pryde.
I went and grabbed this effect. I don't know if maybe if I should put this like right up, have her hand sticking out. What do you think?
Yeah.
And have this. There. There. That looks alright. Kind of what I'm looking for.
So this is it so far. I think Deadpool is next.
Yeah.
So we moved Deadpool over here.
And we also put Havoc back here in a basic pose because, I don't know, he's just not all that, like, cool to me, so I just kind of threw him back there in the back.
Yeah, we're gonna do Rogue next, which she'll be hanging from the ceiling, right?
Yeah, she'll be like, maybe something like right here.
Okay.
We'll work on that. So these are command strips, and this is what I use to hang up my figures from the ceiling, so I don't have a whole bunch of tax holes in them. If you guys want a tutorial on how I go about doing these for like each figure in different ones, let me know. I can easily do that to help. So again, these just peel off on the back here, and they don't damage your ceiling at all. Push on the back there, and you want to let them sit for a few seconds so it adheres to the command strip piece of plastic. But yeah, it definitely will require patience, but the end product is really cool, and I have the string I'm using is very clear, so you can barely see that they're attached. So we'll get something like this. Usually you'll have to mess with the arms a little head, but I'll usually probably go like that. There. It takes some, finagling, whatever that word means.
I feel like she's
too
high.
After a long time of posing it around, it's pretty good. You want to be able to see the face, and we weren't having any luck with that. But anyway, that's after a long time. That's what it looks like, and I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah. So I think next we're gonna start working on the villains. So next up we got Mystique, and I kind of have her in this like almost sassy pose. And I think it looks fine like this. I think I'm just gonna stick her here by Deadpool. I like how the colors look there. It's sometimes basic poses look really cool, depending on the angle you set them at. Use it, for female figures. This joint here is really important, so I use that a lot for some of my female figures.
I feel like it looks good because there's a variety of poses, even though it's just simple. It looks good because no one else is doing that pose.
All right, guys, we're almost done here. We got like 4 more figures to put up. Just basic pose here. It's just him kind of like leaning a little to show that the gun has some weight on it instead of making it look like it's weightless. I got his knees a little bent. I'm just gonna put him right here, kind of by Mystique and Deadpool, back a little there, again to add the layers.
We put Magneto over here, kind of even out the sides.
Do Quicksilver next.
Quicksilver on the left side?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now, second to last, we have Juggernaut. And he's just gonna be there in the back by Magneto.
Here's the end product.
Yeah, this took a little while, but I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Let me know what you guys think from beginning, how it started to now. What do you guys like more? I think it's an improvement. It looks a little more dynamic and leaves room to add more figures in it. Thanks for tuning in and liking the last video and watching. I'll definitely be making more videos and some more original content. If you guys want to see the command strip video, let me know. I'll gladly do that. Yeah, this has been fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.